Verse 8, so the child grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great feast on the same day that Isaac was weaned. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar, the Egyptian, whom she had borne to Abraham, scoffing. Therefore she said to Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, namely with Isaac. And the matter was very displeasing in Abraham's sight because of his son. But God said to Abraham, do not let this be displeasing in your sight because of the lad, or because of your bondwoman. Whatever Sarah has said to you, listen to her voice, for in Isaac your seed shall be called. Let me stop right there real. Sarah's got a real big problem. If you look at it she's very jealous. Still has that jealousy, even though she now has her son. Has that jealousy of Hagar and her son. When in reality, it's her fault.
Yeah.
For all of this happening. Here, take Hagar. Like it wasn't like, well, out of anger, I don't think. I think it was she was wanting to please her husband and thinking that God has taken too long. Didn't get that microwave result that she wanted and gives Hagar. And I don't know what she expected to happen, but he gets a child from her, and now she's ticked off because she's trying to. This is the second time that she's getting rid of her. And I guess like any father, well, that is my flesh and blood. I don't want to get rid of him. He's my flesh and blood. He never mentioned anything about giving. I can't even think of his name now. Ishmael, thank you. He never said anything about giving Ishmael his inheritance. Never said that, he assumed at one point that was going to be the case. Ishmael was going to be his heir for the promise, but he didn't understand the full promise of what God was intending. So he's a little bit upset about wanting to go by what Sarah said. Every time Sarah opened her mouth, she always got him in trouble. Nothing like against women. I promise you that. This has happened time and time again. So now he's at this dilemma, and God is telling him, hey, look, you need to do this not because of Sarah's sake, but because of what I've got planned.
Yeah. I think it's for, like you said, yes, for what he's got planned, but also maybe a little bit for Sarah's sake. Because Shalom Bayis, peace at home, is an important topic in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And, Malachi, one of the grievances, one of the things that God judged Israel for during the prophet Malachi's days was their unfaithfulness. Not to him necessarily, that too, obviously, but to the wife of their youth. He specifically calls out and, tells them to fix it. Mm-hmm. Become faithful to your first wife. Another reason why we believe in monogamy, and even though the Bible allows it, we don't promote polygamy because, God allows for certain things because of the hardness of our hearts, but it's not his best plan or desire for us. He allows for polygamy, but it's clear that he does not like it. He does not want it. and it would behoove us to comply. Agents of Shield, Marvel. One of the things the bad guys say is it's kind of like their trigger to activate sleepers. Compliance will be rewarded. In this case, the Lord is saying compliance will be rewarded. Compliance in itself is a reward because it will prevent you from getting into all that trouble. Like you said, anytime Sarah opened her mouth with regards to having a child, it's been nothing but a problem. She brought Hagar into their marriage bed. She did that because she wanted to take credit for the child and raise it as her own. That didn't work out. Like you said, she fell into jealousy, but it's more than jealousy. It's also an existential threat because she knows that, Ishmael's the firstborn, which means legally
the rightful heir.
he is the rightful heir, and that means if the old man were to kick the bucket, Hagar would be in charge of her, and that's not a pleasant prospect. She would be probably thrown out, and she would never make that journey under normal circumstances, in the natural. She would never make that journey back to her father's house. Her father's long gone by now, probably, and will her nephews, cousins accept her? Who's going to take care of her? So there's that too also. But the Lord, it's important, I think it's significant that he says, whatever Sarah has said to you, listen to her voice. It's interesting because whenever he listened to her voice, they caused trouble. But listen to her voice. She's telling you the right thing to do right now. So even a broken clock can be right, is right twice a day. This is one of those times.